Hiya. So, do you ever feel exhausted even after resting? Like you're tired in a way that sleep really does not fix anymore. So, if you're a midlife woman, there's often a reason for that nobody really talks about because it's not just about being tired, is it? It's emotional exhaustion, mental overload, being on all the time, carrying too much for too long. Yeah. And a lot of us, a lot of women reach this stage in midlife and think, well, what's wrong with me? But often what's happening is that your nervous system has been in survival mode for years, always thinking ahead, managing things, carrying responsibility, being the strong one. Sound familiar? And after a while, your system forgets how to just switch off. And this is why rest alone often doesn't fix it, how we feel. Because this kind of exhaustion isn't just physical, it's nervous system exhaustion. You can go on holiday and still feel wired. You can sleep and wake up tired. You can have a quiet evening and still feel mentally overwhelmed when you go to bed. And this is because your system is still expecting pressure, responsibility, overload. And midlife often magnifies this because at this stage, many women are supporting everyone else, as well as navigating hormonal changes, reassessing who they are, and grieving parts of themselves. Yeah. And carrying years of emotional labor while still trying to keep going. And honestly, it is exhausting. This is something I had to really learn myself. So a few years ago, as I moved into my 50s, I became much more aware that I couldn't just keep pushing through anymore. Like a lot of women, I was really good at functioning, coping, carrying on. Yeah. But underneath that, my nervous system, it was exhausted. And I realized that rest isn't just about stopping. It's about feeling safe enough eternally to actually let go. Yeah, safe enough. Because you can sit down and still feel tense, mentally alert, and emotionally on. And this is where emotional regulation and inner safety becomes really important. Not in a fluffy way, in a really real way. Learning how to slow my system down, stop living in constant pressure, stop believing I had to earn rest, and start listening to what my body was actually trying to tell me. And honestly, I think a lot of midlife women reach this point eventually because we've spent years overriding ourselves. Yeah. So I'll bring the dog bit now. If you watch a dog, they don't wait until complete burnout to rest. Yeah. They pause naturally, they shake stress off, they sleep deeply, they respond to what their body needs, and there's no guilt. And somewhere along the way, many of us learned the opposite. A lot of women don't actually feel safe resting, maybe because rest can feel lazy, unproductive, selfish, or uncomfortable. So even when the body stops, the mind keeps going. And this is why healing this kind of exhaustion isn't just about more sleep. It's about safety, boundaries, nervous system regulation, and letting go of hypervigilance and learning you don't have to earn rest. You've been strong for too long. And this is why I think so many of us reach midlife and feel this pull to slow down, reconnect, breathe differently, and come back to ourselves somehow. Because something deeper is asking for attention. Yeah. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally listening to the version of you that's been exhausted for a very long time. So if there's something you're struggling with, I've created a free guide with some simple, calm relaxation strategies that genuinely help your nervous system slow down a little. Nothing overwhelming or complicated, just gentle tools to help you feel calmer, more grounded, a little bit more like yourself again. And I've linked it below. So if this resonates, I share more around nervous system exhaustion, emotional patterns, midlife identity shifts, and the lessons we can learn from dogs. I always bring that in because I love them. about rest, boundaries, and self-trust. So if this is something you need more of, subscribe. And if exhaustion has left you feeling disconnected from yourself, this video will hopefully help.